What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. I'm the man in the know, J&O, and welcome to the Liverpool transfer targets video where I look over Liverpool as a side and who they may be bringing in for the 2019-20 season. If you haven't seen it already, I've already done a video on Arsenal and who they might bring in for the 2019-20 season, so do feel free to check that out. And just to preface this is probably recorded before it's released, so if anything recent comes out that I don't know about, it will not be in this video, and of course you could be watching it later. So this is what I've been able to find out so far about the possible business going on at Anfield. So we start off with the Liverpool players out, and it's Alberto Moreno, Daniel Sturridge, Adam Bogdan and Conor Randall all released from their contracts at Liverpool. Now, to be fair, Moreno and Daniel Sturridge haven't been first team players. They haven't even really been that heavily featured in the squad rotation, although of course Daniel Sturridge did score a pretty incredible goal last season for Liverpool. And then Bogdan and Randall haven't really featured at all in the first team, so it doesn't look like they're being weakened much by the release of some of these players. Now, Daniel Sturridge could be a good pickup for another club in the Premier League, and Alberto Moreno was a backup for Andrew Robertson. However, Milner did sometimes play there instead, so potentially they could be looking for a left back just to be the understudy to Andrew Robertson. Also, we move on to the rumoured to leave, and it's not a massive list so far, but Dejan Lovren looks very likely to leave. Napoli, Roma and AC Milan have all shown interest in him, and to be honest, he isn't the first choice defender. Van Dijk clearly holds the main role in that defence, and then it's about who partners him, and it doesn't look like Lovren is going to be that guy. However, Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane have also been linked with Real Madrid. Now, the likelihood of this, in my eyes, isn't very likely, purely because they've already gone and got Eden Hazard. They're looking to get Pogba as well. I don't think they're going to be going after Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, although they were considered options for Real Madrid earlier on this year. Now, the last I heard about the Mohamed Salah rumour was on the 3rd of this month, so it's still a rumour going about. However, Sadio Mane, the last I heard of the Sadio Mane rumour was on the 20th of March, so it looks like Sadio Mane is definitely going to stay, but you never know. Real Madrid have the money. Mohamed Salah may want to move on to new things. However, I still think Mohamed Salah will want to win the Premier League before he does consider a move. So, areas to strengthen. Now, I think squad depth is something they can still look at. There are certain positions where I think if someone gets injured, they don't necessarily have the strongest options to come in. For me, they don't really have a goalkeeper to be backup for Alisson that I would have much faith in. And also Andrew Robertson, if he is out, you don't have a natural left back to play in that position. Now, with right back, I suppose you can say Gomez can fill in for Trent Alexander-Arnold, but potentially they may want another attacking right back. And then I think in that middle of the park area and up front, they could still strengthen with a few more additions. Origi is currently the understudy to the main three up top, but after such a great season, I think a lot of it is about strengthening. So they might be bringing in players to improve their side even more to try and move on to win the Premier League in the season coming. So we start off with defenders, and we have only 3 defenders that they've really been linked with because Liverpool do have a strong defence. Ruben Vinagre from Wolves is someone that they have been linked with, but that was back in April. Potentially he could be the understudy I've been talking about to Andrew Robertson. 6.41 average rating, but he wasn't a main starter at Wolves, which is maybe ideal because potentially Liverpool don't want someone that wants to be a starter, but they could offer him a little bit more money than Wolves do. Then they also have Diego Llorente and Matthias Ginter from Real Sociedad and Borussia Mönchengladbach, who are being considered maybe to be brought in to work alongside Van Dijk, maybe as just another option in that defence. Both players on around a 6.74, 6.73 average rating. However, Matthias Ginter did have a goal threat last season with 2 goals scored as well. Both of these players again linked back in March, so there hasn't been much talk about Liverpool going after the defenders recently. So potentially there won't be that much movement made by Liverpool in this area. We move on to the midfielders and we have Julian Brandt, Bruno Fernandes, Donny Van de Beek and Pascal Gross. Again, not a lot of people included here, but they do have a lot of attacking midfielders which I've kind of put in the forwards option. Now, Julian Brandt is a great player, had a great season recently at Bayer Leverkusen. 7 goals, 11 assists with a 7.26 average rating. However, if Liverpool did really want him, they missed the boat because he's already signed for Borussia Dortmund, who moved in very, very quickly. The rumour came about around the 10th, and pretty much as soon as the Bundesliga season was over, Dortmund made their business getting in 3 signings straight away. So they've missed the boat on Julian Brandt. However, they have been linked with Bruno Fernandes. Again, potentially they're going to miss the boat here because it looks like he could be going to Manchester United. A lot of the rumours recently suggest Bruno Fernandes is going there. He has also had a great season for Sporting Lisbon, 20 goals, 13 assists with a 7.83 average rating. So with those 2 options off of the table, you have Donny Van de Beek and Pascal Gross left. Now the Pascal Gross one, that rumour was around in March and it seems to have died since. Didn't have the greatest of seasons at Brighton last year. 3 goals, 3 assists, 6.68 average rating. So that only leaves Donny Van de Beek left. Now I haven't heard about a lot of clubs being interested in Donny Van de Beek, but there are some out there, some of them in the Premier League as well. So Liverpool may have to move quickly if they want to get him. Now his numbers aren't necessarily as impressive as Bruno Fernandes's, who still hasn't made a move yet. But for Ajax, he got 9 goals and 10 assists with a 7.23 average rating. That rumour last appeared on the 5th of June, so that is still a live rumour. Potentially Liverpool could be making a move for Donny Van de Beek. And now we move on to the interesting bit where we actually discuss the forwards. And right at the top is the forward that looks the most likely to go to Liverpool, and it is Nicolas Pepe from Lille. 22 goals, 11 assists, 7.62 average rating. He had a great season in the Ligue 1. Let's not talk about the fact that you're going to have to call it Ligue 1 Uber Eats soon. But that rumour recently appeared on the 8th of June, so that's still a live rumour and it looks very, very likely. There is a lot of players here, though, that they're being linked with, potentially to be either a rotation with the 3 they already have, Firmino, Mane and Salah, or potentially to replace one if potentially the Salah move does happen, which I don't think it will. Timo Werner from Leipzig, he is being watched by Bayern Munich as well. Potentially they want him on a free next season. So if Liverpool want to get him, they may be able to come in right now and get him. 16 goals, 7 assists with a 7.17 average rating in the Bundesliga last year. That was also a rumour in June. You got Max Kruse as well. That rumour was back in May, but 11 goals and 9 assists with a 7.23 average rating. Lorenzo Insigne with 10 goals and 6 assists with a 7.16 average rating. This rumour goes back to April, as well as Memphis Depay from Lyon. Back in April, he was linked with 10 goals, 10 assists. Be interesting to see him back in the Premier League to see if he can do better than he did initially. And then going even further back to March, they were actually linked with Dybala. It looks like he's been marginalised since Ronaldo has come in and he's not happy at Juventus. 5 goals and 4 assists for a player like Dybala isn't the greatest return, but that could be because he was marginalised. Maxi Gomez from Celta Vigo, 13 goals, 5 assists, also linked. Doesn't seem as big a move for Liverpool as some of these other players. And then Hakim Ziyech as well is being watched by them. He got 16 goals, 13 assists and an 8.54 average rating for Ajax last year in the Eredivisie. So there could be 2 people from Ajax coming to Liverpool if they get their way. But that is some big names being linked to Liverpool as far as attacking players, which could really bring something new to their attack, because I think all the other clubs are starting to get used to Salah, Firmino and Mane, not that they've been able to stop him. Anyway guys, that is it for this video, so hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, please consider hitting that like button. Please also consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you know when my videos go live. And let me know what rumours you've heard, what rumours you think could happen for Liverpool this transfer window. Let's have a discussion in the comments about it. And also do go and check out my Arsenal video as well. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.